Stormy Daniels' bombshell new lawsuit just outed Michael Cohen's illegal scheme to silence her. Porn star Stormy Daniels has filed yet another lawsuit, this time against her former attorney Keith Davidson, shedding new light on his surprisingly cozy relationship with President Trump's personal attorney and longtime fixer Michael Cohen. Daniels, whose legal name is Stephanie Clifford, charges that while still representing her, Davidson secretly became a puppet for President Trump. The suit filed in Los Angeles Superior Court today charges that Cohen hatched a plan and colluded with Davidson, a Beverly Hills entertainment lawyer who has been involved in other cases relating to Trump, Cohen, and women who allege inappropriate sexual behavior by the president. Mr. Davidson abdicated his role as an advocate and fiduciary of his client Ms. Clifford, alleges the lawsuit, and instead elected to be a puppet for Mr. Cohen and Mr. Trump in order to advance their interests at the expense of Ms. Clifford. Daniels' suit charges that Davidson breached his fiduciary duty to her when she was his client and also accuses Cohen of aiding and abetting Davidson. The lawsuit includes a series of text messages exchanged by Davidson and Cohen, in one of which Cohen refers to Davidson as pal. Cohen apparently would refer legal clients to Davidson, creating a secret relationship that often would benefit Trump. These text messages show that the prior denials by Mr. Trump and Mr. Cohen relating to what Mr. Trump knew and about the honesty of my client were absolute lies, said Daniels' current attorney, the outspoken Michael Avenatti, in a statement after today's suit was filed. There was a significant cover-up here as part of an attempt to deceive the American people and Mrs. Trump, added Avenatti, and we intend on getting to the bottom of it. In March, former Playboy playmate Karen McDougal filed a lawsuit in which she accused Cohen and her former attorney, Davidson, of working against her best interests with AMI, the publisher of the National Enquirer, and colluding to buy but never publish the story of her affair with Trump. In her suit, McDougal charged that without her knowledge, Mr. Davidson was working closely with representatives for Mr. Trump while pretending to advocate on her behalf. Davidson also represented former Playboy playmate Shira Beshar, who allegedly had an affair with former Republican National Committee fundraiser and Trump friend Elliot Broidy, on whose behalf Cohen paid her $1.6 million to sign a non-disclosure agreement. The relationship between Davidson and Cohen went both ways. After Broidy was contacted by Davidson, Broidy later said he retained Cohen after Cohen was contacted by the woman's attorney, Keith Davidson. Davidson has been in legal hot water before. He had his law license suspended twice, Think Progress reported in April, for violating his legal and ethical responsibilities as a lawyer. In one case his license was suspended for 2 years after he was accused of mismanaging a client's funds. In today's lawsuit, Daniels claims that President Trump was aware that Davidson and Cohen were communicating and coordinating for his benefit, without Daniels' knowledge. On January 17, 2018, The Day in Touch magazine published an interview with Daniels done years earlier about her affair with Trump. Cohen sent a text to Davidson telling him that he had booked Daniels on the Sean Hannity show on Fox News, where she was to deny she had ever had an affair with Trump. Davidson said there was a problem because Daniels was flying to LA and wasn't available, according to the lawsuit. Cohen texted back that the delay is no good because by doing tomorrow you just create another news cycle instead of putting an end to this one. Later that same night, according to the suit, Cohen texted Davidson, "The wise men all believe the story is dying and don't think it's smart for her to do any interviews." Davidson replied 100%. Cohen's response, "Thanks pal." The complaint alleges that wise men was a reference that included Trump and alleges that Trump knew of the plan to get her to appear on Hannity's show and deny a prior sexual relationship with Trump, reports NBC News, although the lawsuit included no documentation of that. By March, Daniels had decided to hire a new lawyer and go public. The suit alleges that Davidson tipped off Cohen without her permission and that prompted Cohen to launch an arbitration proceeding against Daniels and demand a gag order. The texts reveal that at the time Cohen was with First Lady Melania Trump, apparently at the Mar-a-Lago resort in Florida, where it is believed he was preparing her for the revelations about Daniels' affair with her husband that were about to become public. The latest suit filed for Daniels by Avenatti joins the already in-process legal actions which include a defamation suit against Trump, and a demand that Cohen release tape-recorded conversations with Trump and others relating to his cases. Despite his frequent denials, the evidence continues to mount not only that Trump had a series of affairs while already married to Melania, but also that he, with Cohen's assistance, actively worked to cover up his inappropriate activities for political reasons. Lawyers like Davidson and even Cohen have often been characterized as sleazy, and by association that would appear to be an appropriate comment on President Trump, as well.